Chào các bạn ha. Mình sẽ bắt đầu, học luôn ha. Thì, trước khi bắt đầu buổi học thì, mình sẽ hỏi lại một chút về cái đề thi, giữa kỳ ha. Có bạn nào còn thắc mắc gì nữa về cái nội dung thi giữa kỳ không các bạn? Các bạn nghe rõ mình nói không các bạn? Ô rồi mình sẽ chiếu lại cái yêu cầu một chút ha. Mình chiếu lại xem các bạn có thắc mắc gì không, rồi, mình sẽ gửi cái nội dung này cho các bạn ha. Đây thì theo sự, cô Lan có trao đổi với mình ha, thì, cái này chính là yêu cầu, cụ thể về cái bài, thuyết trình hôm hôm vào, bài bài thi giữa kỳ, thuyết trình giữa kỳ ha. Đó, thì như bạn, Hiền có hỏi thì mình cũng đã bổ sung thêm vô cái yêu cầu ha. Đó, thì theo cô Lan yêu cầu thì các bạn sẽ được dành khoảng, 1 đến 2 phút để chuẩn bị câu trả lời ha. Tuy nhiên thì, cái này cũng sẽ phụ thuộc vô nếu câu trả lời mà bạn có thể trả lời ngay được thì càng tốt ha. Mình sẽ không, để, cái thời gian chuẩn bị quá lâu. Do lớp mình cũng đông nên là mình sẽ cố gắng mình không để cái thời gian thuyết trình của mình bị ảnh hưởng đến cái bạn tiếp theo ha. Và hôm bữa thì mình cũng có khuyến khích, buổi thứ 12 ha, buổi thứ 12 mình sẽ học xong cái phần unit 12 là về security ha. Thì cái phần đó mình cũng sẽ không có cái thuật ngữ nhiều nên là mình sẽ cho, những bạn nào có cái nguyện vọng muốn, bên những bạn nào xung phong có thể thuyết trình sớm ha, thì sẽ được điểm cộng ha. Nên là các bạn, có thể chuẩn bị bài sớm đi. Buổi thứ 10 các bạn có thể gửi, cho cô Loan với mình để, cô Loan và mình góp ý. Xong rồi, các bạn sẽ hoàn thiện bài của mình và buổi thứ 12 nếu bạn nào thuyết trình sớm được thì các bạn, báo mình ở buổi thứ 11 ha. Bạn báo mình, các bạn, mình sẽ sắp xếp không 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 quá nhiều, chỉ khoảng vài bạn thôi. Nhưng mà những bạn đấy thì sẽ được, cộng điểm ha. Rồi, còn bạn nào có thắc mắc gì không các bạn? Mình sẽ gửi cái file này cho lớp ha. Nếu không có thắc mắc gì thì mình ờ, cứ theo cái yêu cầu của bài, kiểm tra mà mình làm ha. Bạn bạn nộp, cả bản gộp và PowerPoint luôn ha để, cô Loan mà mình cũng sẽ góp ý cho bạn xem là cái nội dung của bạn có bị, lệch lạc cái đề không á bạn. Tại vì mình sẽ có điểm nội dung là 2,5 điểm này, nhiều bạn, không hiểu cái câu hỏi, không hiểu cái topic nên là bạn có thể bị lạc đề thì có thể cô với mình sẽ góp ý thêm cho các bạn ha. Rồi thì, cũng như yêu cầu ha, thì bản Word chính là cái nội dung mà các bạn sẽ nói trong cái buổi hôm đó ha. Đương nhiên là sẽ bằng tiếng Anh rồi ha. Còn PowerPoint thì mình chủ yếu là mình sẽ có những cái hình ảnh minh họa hay là những cái, keywords ngắn gọn để mình có thể nhìn slide mình nhớ ha, mình cho cái người đọc, các bạn theo dõi dễ hiểu ha. Rồi buổi thuyết trình thì các bạn sẽ mang thẻ sinh viên ha, bật cam để có gì cô Lan sẽ đối chiếu ha. Đó. Những bạn đã thuyết trình rồi thì có thể buổi kiểm tra hôm sau các bạn không cần tham gia nữa ha. Tuy nhiên thì để mình sẽ xem xét lại cái thời lượng kiểm tra. Có thể là mình học kiểm tra xong nếu mình còn tiết thì mình vẫn sẽ học, nên là có gì để mình sẽ thống nhất với cô lại rồi mình sẽ báo lại các bạn sau ha. Đúng rồi nha bạn, đúng rồi. Mình sẽ trình bày các nội dung chính ha, tại vì mình cũng chỉ có khoảng 3 phút để trình bày thôi ha. Miễn là cái nội dung đó của mình là trọng tâm vào cái câu hỏi ha, chứ không phải là mình sẽ đi quá xa. Đó, mình tập trung trọng tâm vào câu hỏi ha. Rồi. Và các bạn cố gắng mình có thể luyện thuyết trình trước ở nhà trước để mình có thể nói tốt ha. Tại vì mình sẽ có điểm ngôn ngữ trình bày ha. Rồi. Mỗi bạn chỉ có một câu hỏi thôi mà bạn. Đây mình bật lại ha, mỗi bạn sẽ chỉ có một câu hỏi thôi ha. Nè, mỗi bạn sẽ ứng một câu hỏi ha. Và các bạn sẽ lựa chọn cái câu trả lời cho phù hợp ha. Rồi, ok, mỗi bạn một câu thôi ha, một câu 3 phút cũng là đã khá là dài rồi ha. Khá là nhiều nội dung để khai thác. Và 3 phút thì thời gian cũng không quá nhiều đâu, nên các bạn phải lựa chọn nội dung cho trình bày cho nó phù hợp ha. Đừng để mình chỉ nêu mỗi cái định nghĩa ra là hết giờ ha. Rồi. Rồi, nếu mà mình không còn thắc mắc gì nữa thì mình sẽ đi vô nội dung bài học hôm nay ha. Rồi, cảm ơn các bạn ha. Okay, so now we will start the lesson today. Okay, so can you see my slide, class? Okay, this is the homework that I gave you last lesson. Okay, it is about speaking, and today we will discuss about a few minutes, and you will be volunteer to say about your opinions. Do you agree or disagree with these statements? Okay, and at first um, I will call some volunteers to try to answer. Okay. Okay, at first, Quốc Công, please. About statement number 1, you should be more careful when you carry the passengers. Do you agree or disagree?
Number one,
Yes.
number one, I agree.
And can you explain?
Number one, I agree.
Yes. Okay. I hear you. However, I want to know more why you agree.
Yeah.
Can you explain for me in the class to understand?
From my point of view, there's a reason for being more careful when operates a free flight. To begin with, this means a very important person who is accorded special privileges due to their high social status, influence, or importance. For example, Secretary General of Communist Party, Prime Minister, Vice Prime Minister. In
Yes.
addition, this may travel from court to execute a lot of important work like visiting another country to solve international work and especially to sign agreements between countries in order to help or to cooperate with country for with nation advantages. Furthermore, when we not pay more attention when operating not only fifth flight but also normal life, it could be called incident that affect of decision of our nation decision. When fifth flight in danger, not to mention that consume a lot of time and money. To sum up, we should be more careful when carrying with passenger. That's all.
Yes. So many thanks. So thank you a lot. I agree with you. Okay, I have the similar opinion with you. Okay. So thank you. Okay. Okay. Next. About statement number two. Airline companies should offer VIPs a special service. Okay. So, Nhi, please. Mok Nhi, please.
Hello, teachers. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
On the statement number two, I agree with the statement that airline companies should offer VIPs a special service because a person will be called a VIP passenger when they spend a lot of money or someone that is very important, such as Prime Minister. So they
Yes.
require best services. And as a service provider, airline companies should make sure that all conditions are created to treat VIP passengers in the best way so that the customers feel satisfied and it is reserved with what they have spent their money to buy. And for example, with a private VIP terminal, um, VAB guests can get straight onto the plane instead of standing in a long lines with thousands of other travelers, and they have to wait for an endless customs and security checking. So I think it is very important for airline companies to offer VIPs a special service.
Yes, okay. So, I think so, because I think special service is obviously have to be provided to the passengers. Okay, so thank you.
Thank you,
Okay,
teacher.
yes, okay. So how about statement number three? Any volunteers? Okay. So if no volunteer, maybe I will count randomly. Okay, so yes, Nguyễn Thanh Phương, please.
Teacher,
Yes. Yes, but can you speak louder, please?
yes.
Okay. Okay, so can you share about your opinion in the statement number three? VIPs and ordinary passengers should not mix on planes. So what do you think about this statement?
I did read a statement with an ordinary, ordinary passengers should not make on planes because I think VIPs and ordinary passengers should not make on plane because for easy of service and VIP require privacy and comfortable. Yes.
Okay, so you mean that you agree with this statement that VIPs and like normal passengers should not mix on any flights, right?
Yes.
Okay, so thank you. Okay. Okay, so now we will continue to discuss about the statement number four. Okay, so thanks, Phương. Okay, number four, any volunteer? Okay, I think about the statement number 4. Okay, so I see a volunteer. Thả Hiền, please.
Is it clear? Can you hear me?
Yes, okay, I can hear you.
I disagree with the fourth statement because I think that all the aircraft which carrying VIPs or ordinary passengers are provided suitable separation for safety.
Yes, okay.
Yeah.
Yes, okay. So I will give you more information about this statement. Actually, I think it's difficult to answer to maybe discuss about the statement number 4 because about the separation we have to follow the rules, the regulations about the separation given by the Minister of Transport. We have, and I think you can find some information in some circulars which was enforced by the Minister of Transport, and the separation between VIP flight and normal flight, we have extra separation. For example, mm, in normal flight, we have the radar separation in approach about 5 nautical miles, and minimum separation in area controls is about 10 nautical miles. However, between a big flight and a normal flight, the radar separation is small, about 10 miles in approach and 10 miles in approach and 20 miles in area. So that means we have to follow that regulations which was made between VIP flight and normal flight. However, between the separation between two VIP flights, it is the same with the separation between two normal flights. Okay, so I will explain again in Vietnamese so that you can easily understand. Mình sẽ có cái phân cách giữa các tàu bay VIP và tàu bay thường theo quy định ha. Thì mình sẽ có một cái thông tư quy định về các cái phân cách này. Nên là thật ra câu 4 mình có thể đưa ý kiến của mình, nhưng mà thực tế mình là kiểm soát viên không lưu phải tuân theo cái quy định mà được ban hành bởi cái Bộ trưởng Bộ giao thông vận tải ha. Thì giữa hai tàu bay VIP thì cái phân cách giữa hai tàu bay VIP á, nó sẽ như hai tàu bay thường ha. Tuy nhiên thì phân cách giữa tàu bay thường và VIP nó sẽ có sự khác biệt một chút, là các phân cách khác thì sẽ như bình thường. Tuy nhiên ở cái phân cách radar ha, thì ở khu vực tiếp cận nó sẽ tăng lên khoảng 10 dặm, còn ở khu vực đường dài thì sẽ là 20 dặm ha. Còn thông thường đối với các tàu bay bình thường, khi mình thực hiện phân cách ha, thì phân cách tối thiểu ở tiếp cận hồi xưa mình học là 5 dặm ha, bây giờ nó có giảm xuống 3 dặm. Tuy nhiên thì mình vẫn sẽ làm khoảng 5 dặm ha. Còn đường dài sẽ là 10 dặm ha. Nên là cái này thì mình thực tế thì mình sẽ follow theo mấy cái quy định này để mình thực hiện thôi ha. Okay, so now we will continue to discuss about the statement number 5. Okay, members of the government authority should only travel on military aircraft. So, do you agree or disagree about this statement? Any volunteer? Okay, Huey, please.
Can you hear me, teacher?
Yes. Okay. So, can you speak louder?
Oh, okay.
Yes. Okay. Can you answer right now? Where, please? Can you turn on your mic?
Can you hear me?
Yes, okay, I can hear you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Number five, I think so. Because we can manage easily and we should reduce the risks to the minimum, and maybe as far as I know, it's more safety. You know, the military, they have weapons and modern device and modern equipment is really safety. That's all I can say.
Yes. However, I think some members of government and royalty, they also travel on like commercial aircraft. So what do you think about this issue? I think in reality, most members of government and royalty, they also travel on some private flight, but not only military aircraft. So why do you think that happens? Where can you answer my question?
Yeah, I think it's simply more safety than the commercial aircraft. So I think we should put it on.
Yes. However, if they only travel on military aircraft, so if we are a controller in, we can't control some military aircraft. Is it right?
Can you
Because
say
we are a
again?
controller. Okay, so if they only travel on military aircraft, so we can't not control this aircraft. Is it right? Because we are the controller in some commercial flights, and the duty to control some military aircrafts is not our duty. Is it right? So how do you think about this issue? If they only travel on military aircraft, so how we can control them? Okay, so I think maybe we will think about this issue later, okay? And now we will continue to discuss about the statement number 6. VIPs create too much work for pilots and ATCs. Okay, so in order, Tuấn, please.
Afternoon, teachers. Can you
Yes,
hear me?
yes, okay. So can you give your opinion?
I do not agree on the idea that VIPs create too much work for pilots and ATCs because whether VIP flies or not, uh, pilots and ATCs still have to handle the work clock normally. I think the person who will have more work to do is the ground staffs as well as the staffs of the airport. Uh, they opt to prepare many different things in order that a VIP flight could take place perfectly and properly, such as preparing the reception teams, transportations for VIP passengers, arranging the best service for VIP passengers, blah blah. Meanwhile, the pilot still has to be in control of the aircraft, and ATCs still take responsibilities to ensure uh, a safety of life. That's why I do not think their workload is created more just because of the VIP supply.
Okay, okay, so thank you. Okay. Okay, so in formal speaking, you can say blah blah blah, but you have to say so on instead of, to make your speaking become more formal. Okay, be careful with that. Yes. Okay. So now we finished this exercise, and we will continue to study about next section of this unit. And this is section 3 about undercarriage. Okay, and undercarriage means landing gear. Okay, you can see in the picture is the landing gear of the aircraft. Okay, and to start this section, we will have a listening exercise, and you can open the book, page 76, and look at the exercise number 2. You will have to listen about 3 dialogues between pilots and tower controllers, and you have to choose the best picture from A to D for each dialogue. Okay. And you can see that we have 3 dialogues but 4 pictures, so it means that 1 picture have to be out, okay, and just 3 pictures are suitable. Okay, so now I will let you listen 2 times and try to match them, okay?
Track 20.
Pan, 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 pan. I'm having problems with my landing gear. Mac Air 319er.
Mac Air 319er. Roger, distress call. What is the problem with your gear?
I can't see a green light for my nose gear. We felt and heard it extend, but there's no light. Request low pass for visual inspection. Mac Air 319er.
Mac Air 319er. Cleared low pass runway 09er. Surface wind 010 at 10 knots. Not below 500 feet. QFE 1006. Report final.
Cleared low pass runway 09er. Surface wind 190 at 10 knots. Not below 500 feet. QFE 1006. Mac Air 319er.
Mac Air 319er. The nose gear appears down, but...
Track 21.
I'm sorry, the nose wheel is in position. Is that correct? Mac Air 319er.
Mac Air 319er. Negative. That's incorrect. The nose wheel appears down, but it's at a 90-degree angle.
I understand the nose gear is down, but stuck at 90 degrees. Mac Air 319er.
Mac Air 319er. Affirm. That's right. On runway heading, climb to altitude 2,000 feet.
Flight level 20, runway heading. Can we circle the aerodrome? Mac Air 319er.
Mac Air 319er, cleared to circle the aerodrome.
Track 22.
Alpha 30, airborne.
Alpha 30, it appears your main gear hasn't retracted.
Roger, my main gear has retracted. Thank you, sir. Alpha 30.
Alpha 30, negative. You haven't understood. Your main gear is not retracted. It is still visible.
Okay, our main gear is stuck. Okay. Alpha 30.
Alpha 30, say intentions.
We're trying to figure out the problem. Stand by, sir. Alpha 30.
Alpha 30, standing by.
Track 23.
Sierra 62, you are 7 miles out on long final. How is your landing gear?
We've tried winding down the gear manually, but it's stuck about halfway out. Sierra 62.
Sierra 62, state intentions.
We don't have much fuel. We're going to land this time. Sierra 62.
Sierra 62, use runway tree foul right. There's smooth ground on each side of the runway, and you have a lot of space. Crash, fire, and rescue services have been activated.
Runway 34 right. I have the field in sight, sir. Sierra 62.
Track 24.
Tower, this is Fast Air 350 on 3 mile final. The apron is to the right of runway 34 right. Do you mean 34 left for the belly landing for traffic behind me?
Fast Air 350, affirm. Thank you. Break. Sierra 62. Use 34 left. I say again, runway 34 left.
Runway 34 left. We've wound the gear back up, so we will have a smooth belly landing. Sierra 62.
Sierra 62, roger. Smooth belly landing.
Okay, class. Although we just listened one time, however, I want to ask if you can understand and you can have the answer. Okay, I see a lot of people can hear. Okay, so the remaining students, do you want to listen one more time or not? Okay, so if no one need to listen again, maybe I will call a volunteer to answer this exercise. Okay, so in order, to have, please.
Hello, teacher.
Yes. Okay.
The number one is B.
Okay, so can you explain why you can choose B?
Yes, because I had that they said the nose gear is down, but
Yes.
it stuck at 90 degrees angle.
Yes. Okay, that's right. Okay, so number one is B. Okay, so how about number two?
Number two is C.
Okay, so why you choose C but not D?
Because I had the ATC said the main gear is not retracted, it isn't still visible.
Yes. Okay, that's right. Okay. Okay, so finally, can you choose which picture you choose?
C.
No, sorry, number three.
Number three is A.
Yes, that's right. Okay, so what information can you hear so that you can choose number A?
Because I heard that they cannot I heard that the gear back up because it will be stuck. So the gear back up and they had the belly landing.
Yes. Okay, the main information that we can choose the picture A is the belly landing. Okay, so thank you. Okay, so you are right. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so if anyone can't listen and choose the right answers, you can try to listen again at home. And now we will continue to do the exercise number 3 in page 76. Okay, so we will listen again, listen to the 3 dialogues and underline the correct information. Okay, and I will let you listen one time.
Track 20.
Pan, 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 pan. I'm having problems with my landing gear. Mac Air 319er.
Mac Air 319er. Roger distress call. What is the problem with your gear?
I can't see a green light for my nose gear. We felt and heard it extend, but there's no light. Request low pass for visual inspection. Mac Air 319er.
Mac Air 319er. Cleared low pass runway 09er. Surface wind 010 at 10 knots. Not below 500 feet. QFE 1006. Report final.
Clear low pass runway 09er, surface wind 190 at 10 knots, not below 500 feet, QFE 1006. Mac Air 319er.
Mac Air 319er, the nose gear appears down, but...
Track 21.
I'm sorry, the nose wheel is in position, is that correct? Mac Air 319er.
Mac Air 319er, negative, that's incorrect. The nose wheel appears down, but it's at a 90-degree angle.
I understand the nose gear is down, but stuck at 90 degrees. Mac Air 319er.
Mac Air 319er, affirm, that's right. On runway heading, climb to altitude 2,000 feet.
Flight level 20, runway heading. Can we circle the aerodrome? Mac Air 319er.
Mac Air 319er, cleared to circle the aerodrome.
Track 22.
Alpha 30, airborne.
Alpha 30, it appears your main gear hasn't retracted.
Roger, my main gear has retracted. Thank you, sir. Alpha 30.
Alpha 30, negative. You haven't understood. Your main gear is not retracted. It is still visible.
Okay, our main gear is stuck. Okay. Alpha 30.
Alpha 30, say intentions.
We're trying to figure out the problem. Stand by, sir. Alpha 30.
Alpha 30, standing by.
Track 23.
Sierra 62, you are 7 miles out on long final. How is your landing gear?
We've tried winding down the gear manually, but it's stuck about halfway out. Sierra 62.
Sierra 62, state intentions.
We don't have much fuel. We're going to land this time. Sierra 62.
Sierra 62, use runway tree foul right. There's smooth ground on each side of the runway, and you have a lot of space. Crash, fire, and rescue services have been activated.
Runway tree foul right. I have the field in sight, sir. Sierra 62.
Track 24.
Tower, this is Fast Air 350 on 3 mile final. The apron is to the right of runway tree foul right. Do you mean tree foul left for the belly landing for traffic behind me?
Fast Air 350, affirm, thank you. Brake, Sierra 62, use tree foul left. I say again, runway tree foul left.
Runway tree foul left. We've wound the gear back up, so we will have a smooth belly landing. Sierra 62.
Sierra 62, roger. Smooth belly landing.
Okay, so not okay. So, in some volunteers, I will call someone who don't have any partners before. Okay. Yes. Okay, so Nguyễn Thị Ngọc Ánh. Nguyễn Thị Ngọc Ánh, please.
Hi, teacher.
Okay.
Okay. For the number one is doesn't have.
Okay, that's right.
Number two is orbit.
Okay, orbit. Okay, number three.
Number three is departing traffic.
Okay, departing. Okay, number four.
Number four is try and solve the problem.
Yes. Okay, number five.
Number five is little.
Yes, and finally.
Finally is behind.
Yes. Okay. So thank you. Okay. So now we will continue to do the next exercise. Yes, it is the exercise 1 about functional English. Okay, so because we have listened 2 times, so maybe can you guess some information in this exercise? Sorry, I see lots of people raising your hand. I don't know why. I don't know. Do you want to answer this exercise or you just raise for the last exercise? Okay, can you raise your hand, please? Can you raise your hand again, please? Okay. Okay, so I will call 2 people to help me to answer this exercise. And for the dialogue one, Khánh Huyền, please. Sorry. In order, it must be Ngọc Diễm. And number 2, number 2 is Vũ Hồng. Note. Okay, so at first we will try to do the dialogue number 1. Ngọc Diễm, please.
Can you hear me, teacher?
Yes.
Number 1, is that's correct.
Yes, okay.
Number 2 is that's incorrect.
Okay, that's incorrect.
Number
3
is I understand.
Yes, understand.
Number 4 is affirmed, and that's right.
Okay, affirm, that's right. Okay, so thank you. And the remaining part will be can you please? Yes. Sorry, can you hear me? Okay, can you please turn on your mic and answer this exercise for me?
Hello.
Yes, okay. So how about number 5?
Number 5 is you haven't understood.
Sorry, can you say again?
Number 5 is you haven't understood.
Yes, okay, you haven't understood. And number 6?
Number 6 is do you mean?
Sorry?
Do you mean?
Yes, do you mean? Okay, so that's right. Okay, so next exercise, I will let you about 3 minutes to finish it. Okay, you can see in the left, there are some phrases about can be used to check understanding, and you can match with you can match 10 phrases in the left on the left to some functions on the right. And of course, because we have 10 phrases but just 6 functions, therefore some of the functions can be used more than once. Okay. Yes, maybe we will wait after about a few minutes so that all members of the class can finish this exercise. Mình nói một chút về cái vấn đề giơ tay phát biểu ha. Thì có thể là trong buổi học đó có bạn nào mà đã giơ tay đã được mình gọi rồi, hoặc là có điểm cộng mấy buổi trước khá là cao ha, thì mình sẽ ưu tiên gọi những bạn mà có điểm cộng ít hơn, hoặc là buổi buổi hôm nay chưa được mình gọi ha. Nên là có gì các bạn không được gọi thì cũng đừng có buồn ha. Okay, so wait me for a moment. Okay, so Shương, please, can you answer this exercise for me?
Teacher.
Yes, okay.
Yes. One string, that's right, confirming correct understanding.
Yes, okay. Maybe can you say that for the functions number A, for the function A repeating, what phrases we can choose? Okay. Do you understand what I mean?
No, I can't.
Yes, okay. For example, you can tell me which phrases are suitable with the function repeating. Like with the functions A repeating, what phrases can have the functions repeating? For example, A will match with 1 or 2 or 3 or 5 or 4.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
I repeat with 6. I say again.
Yes. Okay. That's right. Only 6, right?
Yes, only 6.
Okay. So with the functions A repeating, we have the phrase I say again. Okay.
Okay.
How about the function checking, understanding, occurring?
We take understanding with 5. Is that correct?
Yes, is that correct? Okay.
9.
Sorry. Okay. 9 and 10, right?
Yes.
Okay. How about C, confirming correct understanding?
C with 1, that's right.
Yes. Anything else?
No.
Okay. So
Yes.
only 1. Okay.
Yes.
So how about D, stating understanding?
D with 4, understand that.
Okay. Anything else?
Only 1.
Yes, only 1. And E, asking for
Is
repetition.
2, say again.
Yes. Anything else?
No.
Yes. Okay. And finally F.
F with 3, that's incorrect, and 7, that's wrong, and 8, you have an understanding.
Yes. Okay, that's right.
Yes.
Okay, so thank you.
Thank
you a
you.
lot. Okay. So now we will continue to do the next exercise in page 77. Okay, and this is the exercise about reading. Actually, because we have online class, so I think you have to try it by yourself. Like you have to read the report A in page 77. You can see that there are 3 reports about 3 accidents. Okay, accident A, accident B, and accident C. Or maybe we can say accident 1, 2, and 3. And you will have 3 different reports from student A, student B, and student C. Okay, in student A, we have this report. This report is from student A in page 77. And next report from student B is in page 110. And the report from student C is in page 112. And you try to read all of 3 reports and try to find the incorrect and correct information from each incident. Okay. For example, I will give you 3 different reports from different pages. Like this is the incident A or incident 1. From the flight 0 Quebec 286, and these 3 reports from student A, student B, and student C. And I will let you 5 minutes to find the correct information and incorrect information from these reports. And remember that you can see. Remember that if two people have the same information, it is correct, and the incorrect information is from the one who don't have the same information. Okay, so I will let you 5 minutes to finish the report. The report about the incident 8 or incident 1. Okay. Okay, so I see some volunteers. Okay, so Vũ Hồng Ngọc, please.
Alo cô nghe.
Okay, I can hear you.
Em trả lời luôn nhá.
Okay, can you answer right now?
The first wrong information is runway 25 left, not runway 25 right. And the
Okay, so the correct information is runway 05.
05 left.
Yes,
So,
05 left, and incorrect is 05 right. Okay,
yes.
you can say that. Yeah.
Yeah, and the number 2 is Auckland International Airport, not Sydney International Airport.
Yes, that's right. Okay. And next.
And the last one that I can point out from 3 report is 35 knots is wrong. It is 33 knots.
Okay, 3 knots. Okay. Yes. So you find three different information, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So thank you. Okay. So Anyone who have different opinion with her? No one? So it means that all members of class have the same opinion with her. That's right. Yes, okay, I see your answer. I see your answer from what? Okay, so this is right. Okay, we have one more information. The correct information is 490 meters, and the incorrect one is about 490 feet. Okay, you can see in student C, 490 feet. Okay. Okay, wait me for a moment. I have some problem with my computer. Why? Okay, so you can see is the answer I want to show you. Okay, so we have 4 incorrect information. Okay. Okay, so thank you, Ngọc, thank you Luận. Okay, so next we will try to read the next report from the incident B or incident 2. Okay. I will give you some minutes, maybe 3 to 5 minutes. Okay. Okay, so any new person? Okay, so I want to invite Quốc Công, please, because the remaining volunteers, I think you have a lot of bonus. Okay, so Quốc Công, please.
The right answer is at 0954.
Sorry, can you say again?
The right answer is at 0954. The crew report.
Yes. Okay, so the correct one is 0954 and 54, and the wrong is 19, right?
Yes.
Okay, so what next?
The next is F28. Is it the same as Jason?
Sorry, can you say again?
The F28 touchdown.
Yes, 4 stroke to 8. Okay, 4 stroke to 8. Touchdown 4.5 meters.
Yes.
That's right. Okay. Okay, so what next?
The last is skidded into the wall of a building and stopped.
You mean that the right answer, the right information is the one of the building, and the wrong one is into another aircraft,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Okay, so thank you. Okay, so anyone who have different answer? Oh, okay. Please.
So the first is flag 155.
Sorry, can you say again?
The first is flag 155.
Yes.
And the second is the speed was 182 knots.
Yes.
And the last one is 25 knots. The speed is 332 knots.
3-2
knots.
Sorry, we are on the report B.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The incident B.
C.
Yes, okay. So we are discussing about the incident B, okay? So I will call you later. Yes, I see. Yes, okay. So we have one missing information is about the 112 meter. You can see. Okay, so in the report from student A and B, we have the information that it continued for 112 meters before coming off the runway. However, in student C, the information is 212 meters. Okay, so it is the information from student C is incorrect. Okay, so now we'll move on to the report about the incident C or incident 3. Okay, so Tấn Lộc, please.
Hello, teacher.
Yes.
The
Okay,
first
so
incorrect information is inside. It is 1455 instead of 1655.
yes, okay, that's right. Okay, the name of the flight.
The second is at a speed of 32 knots, not 42 knots.
Okay, 3-2 knots. Okay, that's right.
And in inside the plane, not outside.
Yes. So you have three information that you see that it is incorrect, right?
Yes.
Only
Correct
three?
is inside. Correct information is inside the plane.
Yes, okay, so the first information is about the name of flight, flight 1455, and the next information is about the speed, 32 knots, 32 knots, okay, and the final information is about the inside but not outside, okay, so thank you. Okay, so anyone who have different information? Have different answer. Okay, so Lord, please.
Yes, sir.
Yes, okay, so do you have any different answers?
The difference is the name runway.
Yes.
Runway 18, not runway 8, not 18.
Yes, runway 8, not 18. Yes, that's right. Okay. Anything else?
And stop on a highway, not stop it on in a lake.
Yes, that's right. Okay, so actually we have 5 different information. Okay, and you can see here's my answer. Okay, sorry, I can show. Okay. Yes, okay, that's right. Okay, so we have 5 information which is not correct. Okay. Okay, so now we'll have the exercise about speaking, and I think this exercise I will let you to think and practice at home, and maybe if maybe in next lesson if we have time we will discuss in the class. Okay, so try to practice more about speaking with your partner, your friends at home. And now we will finish about the unit 9 about some general knowledge. So we'll continue to do some phraseologies related to unit 9 about landings, and I will show you some phraseologies in some phraseologies are used in aerodrome control service and approach control services. And I remember that you told me that in English for air traffic management 1 you learned some phraseologies about tower, about ATC clearance when the tower controller provides ATC clearance to aircraft, to departure aircraft. Some phraseologies about requesting startup and boost back, and about taxiing, about cleared for takeoff, and some phraseologies are used to report position the aircraft before the aircraft come to a traffic pattern. Okay, so now I will show you some phraseologies are used in aerodrome traffic circuit about final approach and landing. When the aircraft have to go around, or some phraseologies are used after landing. Okay. And at first, I want to introduce about the aerodrome traffic circuit. Okay, so you can see it is the traffic circuit, we also call traffic pattern, and it is from VFR arrivals, and you can see that it is in the picture it is left hand pattern. And okay, and one important thing that I think you have to remember is that when the traffic circuit is in a right hand pattern, it should be specified. However, a left hand pattern need not to be specified, although it may be advisable to do so. Okay, so that means that when we mention to traffic pattern, but we don't say any left hand or right hand, so we have to understand that it is left hand pattern. And about the right hand pattern, we have to say the name of right hand pattern because it is like not it is not a normal traffic pattern. And for example, in Tasnet Airport, we use right hand pattern. So when when a tower controller issues a clearance for an aircraft to join a leg of a traffic circuit in Tasnet, we have to say that join right hand downwind, for example, but not join downwind because in Tasnet Airport it is right hand pattern. Okay, and I will explain again in Vietnamese. Rồi, một cái vòng lượn tiêu chuẩn ha thì sẽ là vòng lượn bên phía trái ha. Tuy nhiên ở tân sơn nhất mình thì sẽ là vòng lượn phải, nên là khi mà mình cấp huấn lệnh cho một tàu bay VFA về hạ cánh thì mình sẽ nói là join right hand downwind ha. Thông thường thì mình sẽ tiến nhập bộ cạnh downwind, tuy nhiên thì vẫn có những lúc là mình vô thẳng base hoặc là long final luôn ha. Đó. Thì mình lưu ý cái vấn đề này ha. Khi mình nói một cái pattern mình không nhắc đến right hand hay là left hand thì có nghĩa nó là left hand ha. Còn nếu mà mình vòng lượn ở sân bay đó là right hand thì mình phải nói cái right hand ra ha. Okay, so now we will come to the first phraseology used for VFR arrivals. Okay, so as I said before, when a tower controller issues a clearance for an aircraft to join a leg of a traffic pattern, the controller will say join with the position of the circuit and with the runway number. For example, join right hand downwind runway 25 left, and you have to say the direction and the speed of the wind and also the QNH. Okay, so do you have any question? Okay, so do you want to ask anything? Okay, if not, I will continue. Okay, so when I introduce you about some phraseologies, if you don't have anything, you have any difficulties in understanding, you can ask me. Okay, so you can see that some information that I highlight with red, you have to say when you issue a clearance for the aircraft, and you can see in an example. And before you issue a clearance for an aircraft to join a leg, the aircraft have to report their position. Okay, so you see in example, the pilot of the aircraft with the call sign Vietnam 474 would say Vietnam 474 ATR 72 VFR from Phú Quốc, 12 miles southwest of Tân Nhất Airport and 2,500 feet for landing. And these phraseologies I think you have studied in English for ATM 1. Okay, so I don't mention again. Okay, and tower would say Vietnam 474 join right hand downwind, runway 25 left, wind 270 degrees 8 knots, QNH 1012, report downwind. And of course, the pilot have to read back again, like join right hand downwind, runway 25 left, QNH 1012, Vietnam 474. And remember that is just for VFR arrivals. And you also have learned about IFR arrivals. Okay, and the control procedures for IFR arrivals, I will mention after. Okay, I will mention later. Okay, so you can take notes, some information, you can screenshot so that after I introduce you some phraseologies, you will have a small exercise. Okay, and now we will continue to the next phraseology. Okay, so you can see that we will have a phraseology about make straight approach, runway with number and wind with direction and speed, and QNH. Okay, so if the aircraft were number 1 in approach, you can let the aircraft to make a straight approach with the clearance like that. Make straight approach in runway and wind and QNH. Okay, and you can see in the example, Wallen Tower with Alpha Bravo Charlie Delta, Charlie 17210 miles knot, 2,500 feet for landing. And of course, the tower will let the aircraft to make a straight approach, like Golf Charlie Delta make a straight approach. Runway 16, wind 190 degrees 8 knots, QNH 1009. And you can see that if the aircraft with the long call sign, like Golf Alpha Bravo Charlie Delta, so if there is no if this call sign is not the same with another aircraft, so the tower can read it, can say in short, can say the name in short like Golf Charlie Delta. Okay. So do you have any difficulty or anything that you don't understand in this phraseology? Okay, so we'll move on to the next phraseology. Okay, and this is the phraseology when the aircraft is in the circuit. And the pilot, the number 3A, you can see the phraseology in number 3A. It is the pilot transmission. Like the pilot will report position in circuit. For example, you can look at the example in look at the example A. The pilot will say Vietnam 474 downwind, and the tower will issue the clearance to Vietnam 474 like Vietnam 474 report base. However, if there is another aircraft on the traffic circuit, so the controller will have to give some instructions like Vietnam 474, you are number 2, follow TB20 on base. Okay, so therefore we will have another phraseology for this issue, like number 1 with the number and then we will follow an aircraft with the time and position. Remember that we will say the type of the aircraft but not the call sign. For example, we say follow TB20 or follow Airbus 330 or follow Boeing 777, but not we don't say the call sign of the aircraft that you have to follow. Okay, in Vietnam 474, you can see an example, have to report traffic inside. When you report traffic inside, that means you can see the traffic, you can see the previous traffic. Okay, and about the phrasal number 4, about the phraseology number 4, when okay, so in order to coordinate traffic in the circuit, it may be necessary to issue delaying or expediting instructions. Okay, and I will explain more about this issue, this situation. When the aircraft number 2 or 3, for example, have to delay due to the previous aircraft on final, because if the aircraft number 1, sorry, if the aircraft number 2 or 3 continue to turn into base or continue to approach, the loss of separation will occur. So in this situation, we have to issue some delay or expediting instructions like extend downwind. Okay, so you can see in the example, Golf Charlie Delta extend downwind. Number 2, follow childcare on 4 miles final. Or if we don't want the aircraft to extend downwind, we can let them make an orbit to the left or to the right due to traffic on the runway. Okay, so 2 ways to make a delay: extend downwind or make an orbit. Make an orbit. Okay, and now we will find out some phraseologies in final approach and landing. Okay, you can see that you can issue the clearance like make short approach, or make long approach, or extend downwind. Or you can require, you can offer the aircraft to report base or final or long final, and you can issue the clearance to continue approach. And if it is possible to clear the aircraft to landing, you can say, for example, Vietnam 474, runway 25 left, and clear to land. Okay, so there are some training aircraft. Do you know about training aircraft? Have you studied about training aircraft? Touch and go. Okay, so we have some training aircraft. This aircraft is just touch and go, but however, when the aircraft turn again to the airport, and if it is possible to continue the training, we will clear the aircraft to touch and go. However, if the traffic is so complex and the traffic is full, so we have to make full stop so that the training aircraft can stop and land, and they finish the training. Okay, so I will explain more about the touch and go aircraft in Vietnamese. Cái tàu bay touch and go này là mình không biết là các bạn có học trong thực hành không ha? Các bạn đã được học về cái tàu bay touch and go chưa? Ok, vậy thì mình sẽ nói là một chút ha. Thì cái tàu bay này thường là tàu bay huấn luyện ha. Thì một số phi công khi mà mình phải bay huấn luyện để đủ, gọi là cái này là đương nhiên thôi ha. Tại vì phi công nào cũng phải có bay huấn luyện thì bắt đầu mới bay chính thức được ha. Thì mình sẽ có cái tàu bay touch and go này là tàu bay training. Thì tùy thuộc vào giáo viên giảng dạy của mình ha, sẽ có ra cái tàu bay touch and go này trong bài tập thực hành của các bạn hay không, thì tùy thuộc vô cái giáo viên thôi. Thì những tàu bay touch and go này thì tàu bay đấy sẽ không phải cất cánh và hạ cánh như bình thường, mà nó sẽ như kiểu là khi mà hạ cánh á thì tàu bay chỉ chạm vô cái đường băng một chút xong rồi lại bay lên tiếp ha. Tức là nó sẽ không phải như là cất cánh xong rồi bắt đầu hạ cánh đi vô cái sân đỗ, mà nó sẽ bay một vòng, nó bay xong bắt đầu nó quay lại xong nó hạ cánh xong nó sẽ tiếp tục bay lên luôn. Đó, thì đó là tàu bay touch and go, là cái huấn lệnh touch and go là để cho tàu bay training ha. Thì tuy nhiên thì trong cái điều kiện không lưu phức tạp ha, tức là ví dụ như là sân bay mình nó quá cái giờ đó quá đông tàu bay cất cánh hạ cánh, hay là ví dụ đường cất hạ cánh không cho phép, thì mình sẽ dừng cái việc huấn luyện của tàu bay này lại bằng cách mình sẽ kêu tàu bay là make full stop luôn. Tức là mình sẽ không cho nó touch and go nữa, mình sẽ bắt tàu bay này dừng và tàu bay sẽ đi vô lại cái bãi đỗ ha. Mình sẽ không cho tàu bay huấn luyện nữa, bởi vì khi mà cái tàu bay này huấn luyện nó sẽ ảnh hưởng, mình cũng phải phân cách bình thường, mình cũng sẽ phải phân cách đối với các tàu bay hạ cánh và cất cánh khác. Và nhiều lúc thì điều kiện không đủ mình không cho phép ha, mình sẽ không cho phép, nên là mình sẽ kêu tàu bay này stop lại. Thì trên thực tế cái này sẽ diễn ra khá là thường xuyên. Tuy nhiên trong thực hành thì tùy vào giáo viên có cho các bạn thực hành về cái nội dung tàu bay touch and go hay không. Thì nếu mà có thực hành ha, thì lưu ý là mình không thể mà tàu bay vừa mới training một vòng mà mình đã cho nó xuống, bởi vì mình thấy khó quá, mình không biết giải quyết làm sao, mình không thể mình cho nó dừng luôn thì thường là không được ha. Mình sẽ phải cho tàu bay khoảng 1-2 vòng rồi mình mới dừng lại, nhưng mình không thể là thấy khó phân cách quá, thế là mình cho nó dừng lại luôn thì sẽ không được điểm cao đâu ha. Mình sẽ phải cố gắng mình phân cách như bình thường đó. Rồi. Khi cái này là trong thực hành thì tùy vô giáo viên dạy các bạn thôi, thì các bạn sẽ được học thêm về cái tàu bay này ha. Đó. Thường thì cái tàu bay thường thì cái traffic training này cái huấn lệnh touch and go này là mình sẽ học ở môn tại sân ha. Okay, so I think before we continue, before we continue the next exercise, the next phraseologies, we will have break time about 10 minutes. Okay. Rồi, trước khi mình đi đến cái nội dung tiếp theo thì mình nghỉ giải lao khoảng 10 phút ha các bạn. Okay, vậy thì khoảng 2 giờ 40 mình quay lại lớp ha. Okay, so see you after 10 minutes. Okay, so now we will come back to the class. Mình trở lại lớp học ha các bạn. Rồi bây giờ mình điểm danh luôn ha. Các bạn điểm danh cho mình luôn ha. Hôm nay thì có một bạn bạn Ngọc Anh xin phép ha. Mình sẽ điểm danh từ bạn Ánh ha. Okay. Các bạn điểm danh cho mình ha. Điểm danh xong rồi mình tiếp tục học ha. Nhật Ánh, Nguyễn Thị Ngọc Ánh, số 4. Bạn Nguyễn Thị Ngọc Ánh. Rồi. Các bạn bạn số 5 tiếp tục điểm danh đi ha. Nguyễn Ngọc Ánh điểm danh sau. Điểm danh sau. Các bạn nhắc nhau quay lại lớp ha. Mình nghỉ giải lao xong rồi các bạn nhắc bạn mình quay lại lớp học ha. Rồi số 10 bạn Minh Đức ha. Rồi. Tục đi các bạn. Rồi bạn nào chưa quay lại thì lớp trưởng nhắc các bạn quay lại giùm mình nha. Mình vô lại lớp học, mình điểm danh là mình học tiếp. Ba 31 Nguyễn Hà Nhi. Rồi tiếp tục điểm danh đi các bạn. 32 Ngọc Nhi, 33 Nguyễn Thanh Phương. 32 Nguyễn Ngọc Nhi có mặt không các bạn? Nguyễn Ngọc Nhi có mặt không bạn? Rồi, các bạn để ý một chút ha. Các bạn để ý lúc mình gọi điểm danh ha, mình cố gắng tập trung để mình điểm danh nhanh chóng ha. 34 Nguyễn Hoài Sương. Rồi, các bạn tiếp tục điểm danh đi các bạn. Rồi, ok. Mình còn thiếu bạn Nguyễn Thị Ngọc Ánh ha, số 4 ha, Nguyễn Thị Ngọc Ánh. Bạn Ngọc Ánh vô chưa bạn? Lớp trưởng nhắc bạn quay lại học ha. Mình thấy bạn có trong lớp đó, bạn chưa điểm danh đó. Mình sẽ tiếp tục phải học ha. Okay, so I will review some examples about these phraseologies. You can see in example 1. When Fasta 345 was on long final, and the tower would say Fasta 345 continue approach with wind 260 degrees 18 knots. And the pilot of Fasta 345 will continue report final. And if it is possible, the tower would issue the clearance line faster 345 runway 27 clear to land. If there is no traffic, no aircraft on the runway, and no aircraft approaching before, so the Fasta 345 is number one in approach. So the tower will clear to land this aircraft. Okay, and of course the pilot will read back runway 27 clear to land Fasta 345. Okay. So the next example is about touch and go. When a training aircraft they come back to the airport and they request touch and go, so the tower will clear touch and go, if possible. However, due to traffic that day, the tower will say Golf Charlie Delta unable to approve due traffic congestion. Make full stop. Runway 09 clear to land. Okay, and the pilot of Golf Charlie Delta have to follow the clearance and make a full stop to land. Okay, is the training traffic touch and go. Okay, so sorry. Okay, so I will give you a small exercise about Vietnam arrivals. And you can see I will give you some information about Vietnam, the aircraft with the call sign Vietnam 465 Airbus 320. Sorry, it is VFR. Sorry, it is VFR from by position 10 south, altitude 2000, runway 25 left with the wind and QNH. And you will try to make dialogues between the pilot of Vietnam 468 and the controller. If in the two situations, number one, Vietnam 465 is number one in approach, and number two, in the second case, Vietnam 465 is number two in approach, and follow Boeing 777 on final. Okay, actually it is just the exercise because in fact we usually most aircraft will approach in most aircraft is IFR but not VFR. Okay, so I will let you think about this exercise for 5 minutes. And after about 3 to 5 minutes, I will call a volunteer, maybe 2 people. One is the pilot and one is the controller. And of course, in this exercise, you will have bonus. Okay, so let's think in your own ideas. Okay, so I see Nhiệt Hà raising your hand. Okay, so do you want to do this exercise?
Yes.
Okay, so can you invite a partner with you?
Trần Thị Ngọc Diễm.
Yes, okay, so Diễm and Hà. Okay.
Hà ơi, làm cái number one không?
Làm cái A trước à?
Yes.
Ok.
Diễm làm ATC nha. Ok. Nội bài Tower Vietnam 465.
Okay. It is we can imagine that Tân Sơn Nhất Airport. This is just from Nội Bài. Okay.
Okay, okay.
This aircraft is from the back. Okay.
Tân Sơn Nhất Tower, Vietnam 265.
Vietnam 265 Tân Sơn Nhất Tower.
Vietnam 265 Airbus 320, 10 miles south of the airport, 2,000 feet for landing.
Vietnam 465 turn right hand downwind runway 25 left, wind 280 degree 5 knot, QNH 1012.
Turn right downwind runway 25 left, QNH 1012. Will report downwind Vietnam 465. Làm các câu B luôn không cô?
Okay, so I will give you some advice. Okay, the first one is the consign of the traffic of the aircraft is Vietnam 465. So when the tower hear the consign, you have to say, you have to confirm. Okay, so you have to confirm because in the flight plane there is no Vietnam 265. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so I will explain again in Vietnamese. Rồi trên thực tế ha, trong kế hoạch bay sẽ không có Vietnam 265, nên nếu là Vietnam 265 gọi thì mình sẽ không trả lời ha. Không trả lời, nó gọi lại đúng thì mình mới trả lời. Tuy nhiên thì trong lúc mình thực hành thì có thể mình sẽ hỗ trợ bạn bằng cách mình đọc, mình confirm lại giúp bạn ha. Còn nhiều lúc nhiều giáo viên khó tính sẽ kêu phi công không trả lời luôn. Đó. Sorry, sẽ kêu kiểm soát viên không trả lời luôn ha. Đó. Thì mình sẽ để ý lại một chút cái consign. Rồi tiếp theo là mình sẽ nhớ lại cái huấn lệnh ha, là join right hand downwind ha. Join right hand downwind, hoặc là mình yêu cầu turn thì mình sẽ nói là turn left hoặc là turn right. Ví dụ mình sẽ nói là mình sẽ xem cái vị trí ha. 10 south tức là ở đâu ạ? Rồi tức sẽ là 10 dặm ở phía nam ha. Rồi mình sẽ 10 dặm ở phía nam. Rồi đó thì mình sẽ có thể mình yêu cầu tàu bay turn left hoặc là turn right ha. Turn left hoặc turn right to join right hand downwind ha. Đó. Thì mình sẽ không nói là turn right hand downwind. Rồi mình sẽ để ý ha, join right hand downwind ha. Cái huấn lệnh của mình là join right hand downwind ha. Rồi thì ok, các bạn có thể tiếp tục làm cho mình cái trường hợp thứ hai ha. Okay, so I will inspire Nhan, please.
Hello, teacher.
Okay, so can you choose your partner?
Nguyễn Minh Lộc.
Okay, Nhan and Luận, right?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Okay. Tân Sơn Nhất Tower, Vietnam 465.
Vietnam 465 Tân Sơn Nhất Tower.
Vietnam 465 Airbus 320, VFR 10 miles south of the airport, 2,000 feet for landing.
Vietnam 465 zone hand downwind runway 25 left, wind 280 5 knot, QNH 1012.
Vietnam 465, say again.
Vietnam 465 zone right hand downwind runway 25 left, wind 280 5 knot, QNH 1012.
Zone right hand downwind runway 25 left, QNH 1012. Vietnam 465. Vietnam 465 downwind.
Vietnam 465, you are number 2, follow Boeing 777 on final. Report traffic inside.
Vietnam 465. Flight number 2 on B, traffic inside Boeing 777. Vietnam
Vietnam
46 Flight B.
465, report final.
Will report final Vietnam 465. Vietnam 465 final.
Vietnam 465, clear to land runway 25 left, wind 280 degrees, 5 knots, QNH 1012.
Runway 25 left, clear to land Vietnam 465.
Okay.
Yeah.
So thank you. Mình hỏi một chút trước khi mình nhận xét ha. Thì các bạn đã học về cái vòng lượn này chưa các bạn nhỉ?
Dạ rồi ạ.
Rồi. Thì mình học vòng lượn này rồi, với lại trong thực hành của mình thì hiện tại các bạn đã thực hành tại sân chưa?
Dạ chưa.
Thì các bạn có biết về hai loại tàu bay là VFA và AFA chưa nhỉ?
Dạ biết cô Hiền có giảng à.
Ok, vậy thì mình sẽ thấy đây là một cái bài ví dụ, mình ví dụ thôi, còn trên thực tế thì VFA nó sẽ không phải là cái tàu bay lớn như vậy đâu ha. Thường là VFA nó sẽ là mấy cái tàu bay như là TB20 hay là ATR-72 thôi. Cái này là do mình sửa lại một chút để các bạn dễ đọc về cái type của tàu bay thôi ha. Đó, còn thực tế mấy cái tàu bay như là Airbus 320 từ Nội Bài ha, với lại Boeing 777 thì mình sẽ chủ yếu là mình thực hiện cái phương thức AFA ha, là mình sẽ đi qua cái điểm Sierra Gulf. Mình đi qua một cái điểm Sierra Gulf ha, thì tí mình sẽ giới thiệu với các bạn cái điểm đó. Đó, nên là nếu mà mình không có bắt chước như này ha, tức là mình sẽ chỉ cho các bạn luyện thôi, chứ thực tế là Airbus 320 thì nó sẽ không có thực hiện VFA đâu. Đó. Thứ hai là mình sẽ để ý một chút ha. Đầu tiên là mình nhận xét một chút này, thì các bạn đọc cũng khá tốt ha, nhưng mà mình sẽ để ý một chút là khi mà kiểm soát viên cho tàu bay cho right hand downwind thì phải nhớ phải kêu tàu bay report downwind nha. Mình nhớ kêu tàu bay report downwind, bởi vì nhiều phi công không report thì các bạn sẽ không biết được là tàu bay đi đến đâu ha. Thứ hai là mình sẽ report downwind xong mình sẽ phải report base ha. Report base xong rồi mình mới report final ha. Đó, base chính là cái cạnh mà downwind thì các bạn thấy nó là cái cạnh mà giữa rồi ha. Downwind là cạnh giữa này. Đó, cạnh mà song song với runway thì là downwind, và quẹo phải thì sẽ là base ha, và cuối cùng mới là final ha. Đó. Ok. Đó, mình sẽ góp ý một chút như vậy thôi ha. Rồi, ok. Okay, so now we'll continue to study about IFR arrivals. Okay, so thank you. You can try to practice about this exercise at home. Okay, so now about driver, we will have a controller. We will have another control procedure for arriving IFR flight in Desnet Airport, and we will and in this procedure, approach will send this aircraft to tower when the aircraft is coming to zero. Okay, and the pilot will come tower when the approach transfer this aircraft to the tower, and the tower when receive this aircraft, you have to contact with the pilot, or the pilot will contact to you. Okay, so you can see that the pilot will Chimene 789 will call tower Testnet tower, and they report zero inbound. Okay, and tower will require Japan 789 report over zero. And of course they will read back and say will call. And after over zero, the pilot will contact to the tower and say Japan 789 over zero runway inside. Okay, and if there is possible to clear the aircraft to land, the tower will say Japan Air 789, runway 25 left, wind 260 degrees 8 knots, clear to land. Okay, and it is finished of the control procedure for arriving IMA flight. And you will you have a chance to practice about this exercise in the subject of aerodrome control services in simulation. Okay. You will have know more about